Another Infinity Train video? In my feed? I wonder what's the occasion? Why today, of all days, are they showing up en masse? Well, allow me to answer all of your questions. If I've done this right, and I haven't slacked off, the date should be the 29th of April 2021. The same day the fans over on Twitter are getting hashtag Infinity Train trending. But wait, I hear you ask. That doesn't explain why this video in particular is showing on my subscription feed. You may have subscribed to the channel a long time ago when I made meme videos and re-uploaded Minecraft videos. And to that I say, please don't click off, please, 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 please. And to the few of you who found me from the recommended feed, let me entertain you. No, I'm not gonna yell, don't worry, I'm not like those other YouTubers. Please like and subscribe. Perhaps even hit that bell icon, please? I'm only just getting started with the whole content creator biz, since I've only recently gotten myself a serviceable setup.
What the?
So I'm still just getting familiar with making videos, so hitting that subscribe button won't make your notifications blow up just yet. But if you did hit the subscribe button, you'd be helping me out so much, and I'm sure my bank account of 30k debt would be very grateful to you too. Not only that, but your support would mean I'm able to create more animation content in the future. With all that said, let's get right into the content you came for. I'm far from the first channel you'll find talking about Infinity Train, and hopefully I won't be the last. But since we're making noise to get Cartoon Network to continue the show, I had to get my own voice out there to help promote the movement. Now don't get me wrong, I'd happily spend a full 10 minutes talking about how much I love this show, but there's loads of other channels out there who will cover this topic better than I will. So how am I going to contribute to the trend besides reiterating the same praise everyone has before? What do I have to offer to the table that the other channels haven't already? Well, you read the title of the video, right? That's exactly how I'm making my approach different. Not only do I get to sing the show praises, but I'm going to give you an in-depth behind-the-scenes building process of Amelia Hughes' false conductor mech, and maybe I'll share the instructions so you can build it yourself, so keep watching! But first, allow me to set the scene as we build up... Get it? Build up, because it's Lego? Yeah, okay, I'll get on with it. As we build up my history with the show to get to the moment I began the creation of the Lego construction. Picture this. The year is 2017, and 16-year-old me stumbles across a video by the round table, talking about a slate of shorts on the Cartoon Network YouTube page that could potentially get greenlit into an actual show. After exhausting all their Star vs. the Forces of Evil videos and having nothing else to watch, I put it on. I thought to myself, I'll put it on as background noise. If anything interesting happens and catches my attention, I'll zone in. And I'm sure we all know where this is going. One of the shorts they mentioned did capture my interest, and guess which show it was? Craig of the Infinity Train. I immediately go to look up the short on the Cartoon Network channel page. Everything about this show was right up my alley. I mean, who isn't going to want to see more of an ominous spider robot with guns for eyes and Ashley Johnson voicing the main protagonist? Guys, you have to understand. 2017 was when I was absorbed in a small franchise called Minecraft Story Mode. And to hear Ashley Johnson voicing a character that wasn't Petra, you knew that had me immediately interested. I expressed my support through a poorly edited post I shared on Instagram, which in my defense was really good for my skills at the time. But after that, it was complete radio silence. Cartoon Network shared nothing about Infinity Train, and what felt like an eternity wandering in the wasteland, we found our oasis in the summer of 2018. If it wasn't already painfully obvious by my accent, I'm not American. I'm British, so please forgive me for the Britishness I'm about to drop on you. So I had just finished my GCSEs. I think that's the equivalent of SATs over in the States, I'm not entirely sure. I just graduated from secondary school, so my longer than usual summer had just begun. Understandably, I had no schoolwork to be doing, and I was craving something to consume. Media-wise, of course, I could have gone downstairs and opened the fridge. So I opened Instagram again to mindlessly scroll through the post for the 20th time that day. But praise the maker, I am so glad I refreshed my feed then. Because right there, on my screen, right before my very own eyes, the Cartoon Network page had shared a video, and my ears were greeted by a chilling, yet very familiar synth melody I had heard a year ago. Infinity Train had been greenlit and was going to become a fully fledged show. I was punching the air, basically bouncing off the walls, and what? 2019? Not only was the summer of 2018 barren in terms of content, but after getting myself reinvested in the show after a whole year away from it, I had to pack up my excitement yet again. I begrudgingly set a reminder on my phone, and I began the countdown to 2019. What I didn't expect was for that time to fly by. It was all thanks to the shows of Ruby, Tangled, She-Ra, Adventure Time, Amphibia, and Lego Ninjago of all things. It's genuinely shocking how much can change in a year, because by the time 2019 came around, I had once again forgotten about the train show, but that was soon about to change. Before I knew it, it was summertime again, but this time I had content to keep me busy. She-Ra Season 3 had just debuted on Netflix, and my family was taking us down to Liverpool for the weekend. This might be a good time to tell you I was never too good at maths at school. And it shows, because I had estimated that She-Ra would have kept me entertained for the entire car ride. But I'd finished the season a whole hour before we arrived. I was just about ready to rewatch the last 2 episodes again, when it's like the heavens saw my predicament and gave me an answer. Because right then, I got a notification from Disney TV's Instagram account. It turns out they had just shared a teaser for their upcoming show in 2020. Hell yeah, it was the Owl House! Animation was on the up and up, and if you can't tell, it's my favourite piece of media out there, and I could talk about it for hours. But that's a topic for a whole other video. Wink wink, nudge nudge, follow me for more content. I thought this announcement just couldn't be topped this year. But the ride wasn't over yet. Sunday soon rolled around, and we were getting ready to hop in the car and get back home. But my dad had to check everything was good to go at the hotel first, so I had time to kill in the main lobby. I put in my headphones and opened YouTube, and what I was greeted with can never be matched again. Cartoon Network themselves had uploaded the first few minutes of episode 1 of Infinity Train.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down! No!
I can't find the exact video anymore, but I vividly remember the clip scratching the surface of the divorce of Tulip's parents, and how it had affected her life so much to the point her plans to attend a game design camp couldn't go forward. And so what's the most rational thing to do? Make your own way there! When the familiar yet reinvented score by Chrome Canyon came sweeping in at the end of the clip, the music felt greater than life, which beautifully reflected on the potential of the show to come. I was so ready for the show just to consume every waking moment of my life. I genuinely couldn't wait any longer, but I persevered a few more weeks, and when it was finally in our hands, let me tell you right now guys, that it was so worth the wait. I could continue to sing the show praises, deconstruct the breakaway character arcs and mind-blowing plot points from book 1, or talk about my experience with the other books that have come out since, but I guarantee you that better creators than me have already done that. So if you want to watch more Infinity Train videos to keep the hype going, or just to learn more about it, I implore you to check out Toon Ruins and the Round Table. They have tons of videos of book 1 and the subsequent books that have came out after it. Hi guys, it's future me. The audio for the next part got completely corrupted, so I've had to redo it with oh my god, there was only 2 hours left before this went live. But basically the points I wanted to cover is no deep diving of plot points, and why I chose Emilia is because she's a badass. Back to the video. So as soon as I finished book 1, I set out with the daunting task ahead of me, beginning construction of the mech, and I had no idea where to start.
Let's go!
So I sat at my desk, tipped over my Lego bin, and then I realised the show was still really new, and really niche, so finding references for the mech was going to be very difficult. But did I give up? Nearly. But I was at the final stretch. There was no way I was giving up now, not after all those years of waiting. It then hit me. The only way I was going to get adequate references was if I had looped the entire first season on in the backgrounds I built, and that's exactly what I did. After days of trial and error, and waking up in my sleep just to document ideas that I had made before I'd forget them the next day, it was finally done. The first draft of Amelia's conductor mech. A lot of good LEGO sets had to be broken down to get the pieces, but we don't have to talk about them. Today we are talking about Amelia. I couldn't be more pleased with what I had created, so I shared it to all my socials, and it did numbers. Only in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get this many interactions on a post. Then, out of nowhere, the heavens split, and Owen Dennis himself, the creator, liked and retweeted my post. Guys, it was so magical. After that encounter, I took one last look at the mech, and then I thought to myself, I could definitely do better. Clearly my parts box wasn't sufficient enough, so I began saving up my money to buy the pieces I need. But then I had to apply to university, so work remained stagnant up until 2020, when San Diego Comic-Con rolled round. 2020's SDCC was all online because of circumstances I won't name in fear of getting shadow banned by YouTube. And I wasn't going to pass up on more Infinity Train content, so I tuned in. I'll spare you the details of the panel. It's all on YouTube for you to go watch. I'll link it in the description actually. But I'll play the clip that made my entire life.
Have you guys seen any fan art that sticks out as being your favorite or very memorable?
I think any physical kind of stuff is really cool to me, like sculptural or like kind of mock toys that I've seen. Or like there was a Lego conductor that nice. Somebody built, and I thought that was really cool.
No guys, you aren't hearing things. Pinch yourself, splash some water on your face, because the man, Justin Michael himself, the man responsible for writing Amelia's backstory in Season 1, did indeed say his favourite fan creation was a Lego conductor he saw online. I reached out to him to make sure I wasn't just jumping to conclusions. And guys, he replied saying it was. Being recognised by Owen Dennis was already a privilege in its own right, but being mentioned in front of a group of thousands of people? Guys, I was on cloud 9, I couldn't comprehend that. But I knew the conductor still wasn't finished, and so I decided I was going to put everything else on ice and return to the conductor and finish it. I got in the parts that I needed, and I relentlessly worked day and night to ensure that I would make the deadline. Because the 1-year anniversary of Book 1 was about to come up, and I knew this was the only time I'd be able to top my work. This time I had everything at my disposal, and with the kind words of Justin fueling my determination, I hit the deadline. The final version of Amelia's mech was so much more refined than the first version. I made sure I would dedicate this moment to Justin Michael, and when it went live on all my socials, he was right there to cheer me on. I couldn't be more thankful that the crew of Infinity Train were such nice people, because this is an experience I will carry with me for the rest of my life. And that's the entire story of how my LEGO build got recognised by the crew at SDCC. And it's also the story of why they deserve to finish their show. The current slate of animation has been dealt a great hand. Fantastic crew members behind equally fantastic shows. But out of all the new shows, only Infinity Train has been treated so badly. But we, the fans, have the power to change that. You might recall me saying I would share the PDF for the instructions. And I'm going to do that. But only if we manage to get hashtag #FinishInfinityTrain, SaveInfinityTrain, anything to do with Infinity Train trending on Twitter today, the 29th of April. And if HBO Max or Cartoon Network themselves acknowledge the show, or even renew it, I'll waste no time in making that PDF go live. Because only our voice can help save the future of this show. Thanks for watching the video everyone, and if you don't mind me just rambling, I'm not used to making videos reading off a script. I'm normally just the kind of guy who likes to say things off the top of my head, doing things that are basically unscripted. But I had to get my voice out there in a concise and constructed manner to help push the movement for the day. And like I said at the start of the video, I'm still new to this type of thing, so sitting down with a microphone in my face is kind of daunting. It's also kind of intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, this blue light's actually blinding me. So if you could share this video with your family and friends, and also just get the hashtag trending, I will have done my part and it will all have been worth it. I'm sorry if this first video was a little rough, but I was assured by my friends that the first video was always going to be a bit janky. But it was good practice, I'll give it that. So for when I'm making videos the next time, I know what I'm going to be doing, and what things I'm not going to be doing, like good grief, I'm not setting things off anymore. Don't procrastinate, that's my message. Take it easy everyone, and stay safe out there. I'm done. I can't believe it, I'm done. I'm getting myself a cup of tea.